Hey everybody, Average Gamer here. Just want to do a quick little video. I'm in the middle of smoking my roast. Insert innuendo there. It's currently at 182 degrees. It's got to get to 190 because I wanted to get a nice kind of brownness yet pinkishness through the middle. Had a few beers while I smoke, but I noticed that they released the new scales for the new Mechs. So with that in mind, with my headset broken, I thought I would take a look at the scales and see what gives. So we got them here on the screen, obviously. So this is firstly the Cougar. Looks like it's a little shorter than the Jenner, not by much. We're talking probably to scale like a meter shorter, and realisticness almost inconsequential, but enough to maybe make some effect. When it comes to the Adder, which was the Mech it replaced in lore, or tried to replace, it's actually pretty much the same height. We'll look at them from the front. It's a little wider than the Jenner itself, which makes sense, because the way the arms are here and here, and the fact that the Jenner doesn't have arms. As for the Adder, though, I don't think this is a straight-on shot. No, I don't think it is, because I can see a little bit of the gyro there, but I can't see any of the gyro straight on. So this is almost straight on. This is close but turned a little bit. But I think so the guns themselves are higher up. But I want to say they're the exact same width, only because this thing's turned a little bit. It's actually turned this way a tiny bit. So this arm actually needs to come this way a little bit. I also think, though, what kind of throws it off is the arms are also tilted out. Well, with the Cougar, they're tilted in. It's the same arms, pretty much, just a little thicker in the bicep area. Other than that, I want to say they're pretty much the same, other than this little center section here. That puts it a fraction taller than the Adder, but yet again, inconsequential probably. A lot of people are going to be trying to shoot CT of it anyways, but there's a lot of CT, or there's a lot of torso, just like the Adder as well. Next up is the Uzzle, however it's pronounced. So that's besides the little cute little Nova. Yeah, I don't know why they showed the Nova. I would have picked a different medium to put it up against to scale, but meh. Cockpits. So the cockpit here sits pretty much above where the Nova is in general. From the side there, cockpits are pretty much in line with the Crab. Height-wise, obviously, it's got a significant upper portion to it. Pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, this is hittable, but technically, if it's not, we'll say pretty much a good 10 to 15% of the mech, maybe 10%, is above. Well, actually, not even 10, maybe 5%, but enough that it will cause an impact. From the front, this thing kind of looks janky. It's the way it's designed. Pretty sure that the arms were also supposed to be kind of janky, like that as well, but creative differences. The Nova, obviously, lots to hit. You got your torsos and then your arms. Here, it's pretty much, I think this is going to be torso, like this probably, and then CT all through here. Now, so you got your arms, probably CT like this, and then probably your right torso, left torso. Oof, yeah. Depending on if this counts as leg or torso or not on the mech, we'll have to see. If this section here is like the leg here, then we're okay. If this is torso, it's going to be, I'm probably going to be aiming just like generally in this general area, if I can. Screw the arms, screw the legs, shoot here, and you're probably going to hit pretty good. in comparison to the crab here, which is still yet turned a little bit. With its blocky, really ugly legs. Definitely you can tell that it's got the clan influence into it for sure. With the roundness of a lot of stuff, the sleekness, especially from this angle and things like that. But definitely a lot more bulkier in the torsos. Be a little worried about the torso-ness on this thing. But depending on the new technology and stuff, and even how this thing works out, we'll have to see. Next one up is the Mad Cat Mark II. Now, mind you, I'm just going to skip real quick. These little misopods do pop off, so you don't have to have them on there. If not, the height of this thing would sit right about here, which is right at the cockpit level of the Cyclops. And actually, you're taller than a Nova, interesting, or a supernova. Cockpit, obviously, higher there. It's Mad Cat. A lot of the rest of the stuff is okay. The arms sit pretty much up along the side, so this right here is all arm. So you're pretty well shielded, unlike on the Azelle here. You're pretty open. Same with the Cougar. You can pretty much get torso shots in, no problem. Though CT shots from the side are going to be important, depending on if this here is CT or not. Probably not, but you never know. So there it is with versus the Cyclops there. Basically your classic, classic Mad Cat. And you see the legs here are very reminiscent of the Azelle as well. The launchers up there. I always find that this thing's it feels very compact for an assault. I think it's a 90-ton assault, off the top of my head. It feels compact. I don't know why. Just from the videos of it, and I've looked at some of the models online and all that stuff, it feels very compact. I like the look and the feel of it. I'm probably going to get it when it becomes free. Not going to buy it. Made the decision not to buy any of the Civil War mechs for now. Maybe the heroes later on down the road, but no. Overall, from the front, you can see the cockpit right there. Looks good. I mean, basically it looks like a Uzel, whatever it's called, pronounced, or Uzel. I played MechWarrior, Mercenaries. It's what, 3? Yeah, MechWarrior. 3 or 4. And I liked it. Wasn't really my cup of tea. It's where I learned to love the Awesome and the Black Knight. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, dual Goss, probably dual Peep as well. It's probably what's going to turn into this thing. ATMs on the ears. There's what it looks like versus the Cyclops. I want to say this is one of the more. Take a look at the Azelle. And take a look at the legs. And then you look at the Mad Cat's legs. Very, very similar. Very similar. I'm going to assume that that's leg here. It's not kind of a hip actuator or whatever. That this here is basically the crotch of the mech. That's it. Unlike the Azelle here, that I'm kind of questioning this, even from when you look at it from the side. I mean, yeah, it's like that. But I don't know. Then obviously the mech I'm most favorite and happy about, the Annihilator. The 100-ton, in my eyes, is going to be a replacement for the Atlas, I'm hoping. So she's way taller than a Kodiak. The cockpit alone is right here, which is way above the cockpit or even the Kodiak itself. Arms are pretty good placed. You know, the arms here are pretty good to shield. The arms here, not so much, they're too low. Got lots of torso there to hit from the side. Versus the sleekness of the Atlas. You definitely see the Atlas influence in this mech a little bit when it comes to the legs. And I want to say just the feel of it. front thing, so you can definitely see how the arms kind of come out a little bit. Not as much as the Kodiak does. Very low slung arms, almost to the hips. Lots of nose-based weapons. But the cockpit up there is, I don't know. You're going to get the hotshot people that are going to try and take cockpit shots on this thing as much and as often as they can. And there is the Atlas, looking at that thing from the front. I gotta admit, I like the Annihilator, but I'm a little nervous about it. Just because of how far out that nose sticks, how high up the head is. I think it's going to be possibly the outlier for possible, I don't want to say failure, but to be lower of the four. I think the Madcat Mark II is going to be the higher of the two. The Uzel could go either way depending on how the hitboxes are. And I think the Cougar is just gonna be a good light mech. With the scales, I mean, we're looking at a mech that's now officially bigger than the Atlas. We're gonna have to see if it holds its weight more than the Atlas. I'm hoping it does, because I'm gonna put quad stub-nose PPCs on mine when and if I ever get them. But I'm more interested in the new weapon systems and the new mechs. So yeah, I hope the audio was fine for this one. As I said, I'm recording it via the microphone / camera there. Food's at 183 at the current moment, so she's continue on smoking. I don't know if I can show you guys pictures or not. Actually, my phone is plugged in. But smoked meat and mechs. How's that? Just gonna close that. So this is the actual roast itself. That's all the stuff. That's the chimney that was going. Always gotta pre-warm your charcoal. This is basically the what's going to turn into the Anjou. It's basically just water, beef broth, spices. The dog. The smoker going with my little thing over there. Got my girlfriend's garden in the background. A little bit of a washout there at the bottom. There's me actually getting things going. You can see all the little wood chips all mixed in and a couple wood chunks. Get the smoking going. That's after about 2 or 3 hours. That was a long time ago, and that was a pulled pork that I did. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.